What is up, guys? So, I hope you guys enjoyed that little cinematic at the beginning to introduce the Commander. The Commander is also one of my oldest characters. He's also just as old as Miss Unusual. Actually, I created them both uh, at the same time. They're actually originally on the same team, which is pretty cool. So, a little backstory about the Commander. And oh wait, before that though, obviously yes, you can see we're doing VR. So I thought, the first couple of videos were, with the iPad, even though the last one, or not the last one, the one before that with Joe, even though we used VR for that one, I still feel like I wanted to introduce one of the main, which Joe is a main character, but one of the human characters. I wanted to introduce them with a VR drawing. So anyway, I figured the Commander would be good. Also, I wanted to make like a really, really cool intro with a lot of like animation. And if I had done that on the iPad, that would have just taken like forever. So VR is definitely really good for it. Okay, so a little bit information and backstory about the Commander. So the Commander is a very, how would you say, he's a superhero, kind of, not as much as Miss Unusual, uh but the general public kind of does look at him as a hero, but he is definitely like Black Ops kind of character. He also has a contract just like Miss Unusual with the government, so he does a lot of government missions. um he can't fly very long, but he can hover for like a pretty decent amount of time. He is extremely strong. His suit is pretty intense. He's a very brutal character though. But he is technically a good guy. He just has like a really uh rough way of handling justice and what he thinks. His suit. So I thought this was pretty cool. So these right here, these are what actually give him his momentary flight. it it pulls a lot of power, and so that's why he has all of these little markings. These are actually little areas for like the heat dissipation on his suit. That's where all the heat will escape. But a crazy thing is, and the suit's not designed for this, it's just how long he's been wearing the suit and how good he is with it. A lot of these areas where the heat dissipates, he actually uses that in battle. So like if let's say someone got him in a headlock, he might use like this area, try to put up to their head, and then redirect all of the heat from his suit and shoot it out right there. So he plays pretty dirty, not gonna lie. He also has some heat dissipation back here as well. But yeah, so the most part, he has these right here, which help him hover or fly for a few moments. And then also, too, he has the lasers built into his gloves that he can actually shoot out. He is extremely, extremely hard to kill if anyone were to try to go after him, because he is just extremely strong and powerful. I mean, you see that he took out this creature, which this is called a blue horn. And the blue horn practically is one of the giant creatures that the Cyber Dragon clan uses to kind of destroy villages and just create like havoc and chaos over whatever planet that they are invading. The Cyber Dragon clan is the main threat to the AAA universe. They are trying to conquer all the universes. You'll find out more about them later on. But the Commander has a very, very strong vendetta against the Cyber Dragon clan. Those of you that watched Cybercry, you'll be familiar with the Cyber Dragon clan. So that's like one of the universes that they exist in as well. They're all over the universe. They are a real problem, a serious problem. But anyway, so yeah, so this blue horn is one of their creatures, and the Commander has shown up to take it down because he is very, very hateful towards anything Cyber Dragon Clan related. So yeah, that's why he showed up to take this thing down. Obviously, you can see this thing is huge, but you see he really had no problem taking it down. So anyway, so that's a little bit of backstory. Him and Miss Unusual, they Mostly they get along, but they bump heads a lot. They used to work together a lot. Nowadays they're not so much. Miss Unusual's kind of doing her own thing. And he's kind of doing his own thing. Now, one of the interesting things, you might be wondering, how does he tie into Lucy? So he, like I said, he has a hatred towards the Cyber Dragon clan. And now that Lucy has shown up in the universe and she's the most powerful character in the AAA universe, he wants to talk to her because he feels like she has the power to rid the universes of the Cyber Dragon clan. So he's very interested in meeting with Lucy. Also, too, here, let's do this. Let's take his helmet off because you can see his face. So here we go. So move his helmet. There you go. There's his face. And he's a seasoned dude. He's very seasoned. He's not he's not he's not a rookie or anything like that. You can see there's my layers over there that I use for the scene. I'm gonna put his helmet back on. And so, yeah, a little bit about how I made this scene. So obviously I did this in VR, so you can see the scene's not that big. And part of that is because when drawing in VR, you tend to go through a lot of memory. So see, I'm already in the orange. If you go up here to the red, then you can't really make anything. I stopped here. I could have made this a little bit bigger, but it will start to freeze up a little bit, or it's not freeze, but you'll start to get like some frame drop. So I wanted to keep the scene moving mostly smooth as I was in here painting. So anyway, I did this particular painting. I did this one on my Quest Pro. I don't know. I had a lot of fun with this. It was really cool. And like I said, I did this in VR because if I was to try to do that animated sequence with my iPad, it would have just taken forever, having to redraw. And the thing that's nice too is because since this character was painted in virtual reality, I'm always able to repose the characters and move them around. And they're all on different layers too. So like for instance, let me grab this one. So you can see there's our main character, and then here is the blue horn. Oh, here, let's do this so you can see. Let me step back. Okay, so if I turn that, there he goes. And then I have the water layer, all that stuff. Oh yeah, there's under here, that's where I had all of the extra stuff. So those were his lasers I used for the thing. And also here's the jet that I used at the beginning. So I painted that, and that's like where the commander dropped out of. Ooh, that looks pretty. But anyway, so this is the world that I created here, and it's really cool seeing this in VR too, being able to see these characters like this, because man, look at that, they're huge. I think it's massive. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys are enjoying this whole new direction with the AAA universe and all that stuff. If you notice, you'll look at the AI part of this, and not everything came out perfect. Like the very last shot, there's a shot of him standing there, and it forgot it like cut out the scar that was like supposed to be on his face, but it's whatever. I wanted to have his hair actually blowing, because there's a cool brush in here where you can do that. So this one, I wanted to do this, right? So I wanted to do something like this, which looks really cool. So I just let the AI do it for the actual animated part. But just for my own sake, like here in VR, I wanted to add this. Only problem is, which it looks really cool, I'll probably leave it like that for right now. But the only problem is his helmet, all that little stuff, it kind of will pop through. See how it's coming through right there? So I would have to stretch his helmet a little bit, or just set it off of his head a little bit. But let's see, I don't know. It's poking through right there. Not a big deal. But anyway, I don't know. I love painting in VR. I think it's so cool. And using this type of technology and grok together, I think it's really cool. Also, too, when I first created him, he had a different suit. It looked more old school, like Golden Age. And I don't know. I think even when I made it all those years ago, I was still feeling like I'm not too sure if this is the look. So I just decided to say, you know what? I'm going to keep some of the original things that he had, Like he had the C on his chest, and then he always had like a helmet, but the other one was more like a fishbowl like helmet. But I wanted to modernize him a little bit. Also, too, this is probably kind of cool. You guys will know. So his flying ability, these little things right here, I actually saw this in a dream. I was like on a suit, and it was like really cool because it was like able to like make you glide for like a little bit, and so I literally added that just recently. So but yeah, so that's it. So I hope you guys like it. I love being able to draw in VR. It's just so much fun. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video. And I hope you guys are really enjoying these AAA Universe videos. They are a lot of work. I swear. They really are. Like, that's why I can only get one video out a week, because they just take up so much time. But I enjoy doing them, and it's fun being able to give you guys little pieces of the story here and there. I hope you guys appreciate it. So anyway, I will see you guys in the next one, where we will be introduced to something new in the AAA universe. So the story continues. So again, if you missed any of the characters so far, you can always go to my playlist section. There's a whole playlist of AAA universe characters so far, what I'm up to right now, and you can watch all of those to get caught up, because they all have a little back piece of their story that fits into the overall story that I'm telling on my YouTube channel. So the Commander is a really cool character, but he's a major important character. Major. So anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. And until then, you guys be safe. Keep doing artwork. Love you all. Thank you all for the support. See you guys next time. Bye.